Opus 4.7 just dropped, and it's an incremental increase over Opus 4.6. It's not Anthropic's strongest model, which is Mythos, and is still not released to the public, but it is better than Opus 4.6 in several categories, except for two where it actually went backwards. But probably one of the most important things you need to understand about Opus 4.7 is that it is far more expensive than Opus 4.6 if my initial assessment is accurate. If you look at my screen, you can see that I'm already at 39% usage for this particular session. Now, the weekly limits, I can't look at that right now because I haven't set a baseline yet. So I'll use Claude Opus 4.7 today, and then I know I'm starting off at 28%. But for this session, I know I started out at 0. And in the couple of hours that I've been awake, I've only had 3 conversations inside Claude Cowork. I've ran 7 scheduled automations that just ran automatically, and I've done absolutely 0 work inside of Claude Code. And this fancy chart that they give us inside of Claude Code now can actually show you that it's blank right here. I've done nothing over here this morning. So almost 40% of my session usage came from around 3 conversations with about 7 to 9 different messages and 7 scheduled automations. And just for context, I'm on the Claude Max 20 plan. So I'm going to be curious to see what people have to say who are on the Pro plan or the Max 100 plan, if this is going to be sustainable. But 2 of the biggest takeaways from these new benchmark numbers is that Claude Opus 4.7 is a much better coding agent than it was before, and it follows directions a lot better than it did before. So as with Opus 4.6, which is something I can attest to, it had a very hard time following instructions. It would take instructions loosely and it wouldn't follow them. And a lot of times the plugins or skills I installed wouldn't operate or work the way that I designed them to. But now with Opus 4.7, Claude is supposed to interpret things more literally. And this is what improves the instruction following. Another huge upgrade to Opus 4.7 is that it has a larger and better memory so that you supposedly don't have to provide as much context when you're beginning your work. Opus 4.7 also has better image handling. It can handle images with a much higher resolution. And in addition to the update to Opus 4.6 to Opus 4.7, they're also introducing the ability to control the effort. And so all Claude Code plans have raised their default effort level to X high, and this is going to give you more control over the effort that Claude uses versus a trade-off in latency or how long it takes to actually come back with the answer. There's also a new ultra review / command that produces a dedicated review session that reads through the changes and flags bugs that a careful code reviewer would catch. But as typical, much of the updates with Claude focus heavily on Claude Code, and there's not going to be a lot of content documentation, so to speak, around Claude Cowork because you have less control over here. So if I start a new task in Claude Cowork, I can choose Opus 4.7 or I can choose Opus 4.6. And if I choose Opus 4.7, I can then turn on or off adaptive thinking. Now, one thing I will say is that for the other messages that I ran, I had adaptive thinking turned on. And so I think you may want to turn it off because this is all the control you're actually going to get inside of Claude Cowork. For instance, if I try to run the / command ultra review, you see that I get an unknown skill error because they're not created to run inside of Claude Cowork. So if you're using Claude Code, you're going to have more control over the tokens you spend and how expensive Claude is versus Claude Cowork. You're going to have a lot less control. And I do believe that if you turn off adaptive thinking, you may or may not be able to save tokens or, spend less. But with the release of Opus 4.7, there are 2 changes that are worth planning for because they affect token usage. So first, Opus 4.7 uses an updated tokenizer that improves how the model processes text. The trade-off is that the same input can map to more tokens, roughly 1.0 to 1.35 times, depending on the content type. So what that means is, if my math is correct, that it can map to anywhere from a 0 to a 35% increase. right? As far as the input goes. Second, Opus 4.7 thinks more at higher effort levels, particularly on later turns in agentic settings. So this improves its reliability on hard problems, but it does mean it produces more output tokens because it's thinking more. And so Opus 4.7 is, you're definitely going to see an increase in usage, and you're going to have to be more intentional about how you use Claude Code and how you use Claude Cowork. Now, this is going to create some friction because it's like now there's another skill I have to use. I have to be careful how I use it. I just can't use it. It's not like ChatGPT or Gemini or Notebook LM where you just open it up and you start using it. You have to be very intentional about how you use it, almost scientific, almost developer like, even with Claude Cowork, because as I've shown you, if my initial assessments are right, 40% of my session usage for those handful of tasks that 4.6 would have done with very minimal cost is wild. And if that's the case, then I'll probably just keep using Opus 4.6 for the most part. They've also introduced auto mode to match users that allows Claude to provide a safer, long-running alternative to dangerously skip permissions. And basically, Claude can make decisions on your behalf, but it doesn't do anything crazy. And when you read through the update for Opus 4.7, something that you're going to notice is that Anthropic is moving Claude more and more to becoming an agent in and of itself. Even now with the system prompt for Claude behind Claude Cowork and Claude Code, it's designed to be proactive and intentional. And something that also came out with this latest update is that Claude devises its own means to verify its output before it gives you the answer. So I don't know if that internal verification is probably eating up tokens as well, or it's just a new tokenizer model that processes text more efficiently but costs you more. I don't know. So if you got the update to Opus 4.7 this morning, let me know what your usage is looking like and if it's going as fast as mine is. And if you got value out of the video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.